to QuickBooks, Bumps and Benefits, Tips and Tricks. I'm Steve Resuta, CPA. I help small businesses, and today I'm going to go into my QuickBooks series on helping new businesses on QuickBooks start up. And we've looked at small contractors, service businesses, rentals, auto repair, auto body, those type of businesses that are more service and may have some service and parts and materials and so on to give to their customers. We are going to take a look today on our sample company, Craig's Contracting, and we have a complete series on the contracting, on rentals, auto body, auto repair. And we're going to look here. We start with our homepage and go right into invoicing. Today will be a deeper dive, taking a look at the invoicing and setting up the service and part items and so on. Now, once you get inside invoices, you want to always make sure you have the updated layout to the brand new layout in invoices. And not only will this look better, there's a great tour if you want to watch that. It'll just give you all these great features like taking a look at the invoice, PDF preview, and so on. We'll pick a customer. Now we're going to go down here, and items are simply products and services that you sell to your customer. You have to be able to bill items on an invoice, so this helps you out. They have items in here for design and so on, but if we want to add a new item, we've been using a sample of flooring. I want to take a look in particular today at the items that come up. Now, first thing here is inventory. Since we're looking at more service businesses and people that directly resell, whether it's your contracting, you're buying it right, materials, flooring, directly from the supply company, auto reparts, auto repair, they come and they show up and you just put them into a vehicle and so on, or into your contracting. They're not inventory parts. You're not keeping an inventory of every single flooring item, every single board you would sell, or every auto part and so on. So if you are reselling your items or your materials, it'd be a non-inventory part because they can directly go into whatever you're selling and you don't have to track the inventory on it. So retail businesses would be a whole different series, but they'd be looking at inventory. So I know there's some confusion and I had a couple questions on this. We're going to actually start with services. We're going to add on the flooring item that I have in my other video. You put an item name in, and you do have to pick a category for the item. If your category is not in there, you add it. These will normally be in your card of accounts if your accountant had set it up for you. Now, your selling price, the option here, if you sell something the same price all the time, then you can put the price in. If you want to just leave it blank where you can put in an independent price each time, you can put it in there, or you can just change the price when you put it in. In this case, I'll just put 500. Our income category here is sales, and we save it. Now, in my item, I left the description blank, or you can put in a full description or a short description. In this case, install flooring with 10% down was the example I've been using. Whatever your terms are, you can put in here. And after you put the basic title in, you want to actually put more detail in with a total cost of $5,000 was the sample that we are using. So in this case, it'd be a down payment of $500. I will save that invoice. And then we can see our features, what it would look like in an email. The payer view, this is also what it would look like in an email. The total balance due, who it's from, Craig's Contracting. They can download the invoice, print, or view the invoice. And if they hit view, this is what will come up. It'll look just like a regular invoice. And you can, of course, add on other things like quantity and so on. It's very customizable, which makes QuickBooks a really great program. And you can either fiddle with it yourself or ask your accountant. With the QuickBooks Online, we can work on it right behind the scenes and change things on the fly for you, or add or subtract items from the invoice. Write notes to customers. And if you do activate the QuickBooks payments, you can collect all these different ways, including Venmo, PayPal, all different types of credit cards, even e-checks or electronic deposits. So there's so many different ways for a customer to pay you. And that's taking a look again. We're going to go back and we will add another item here just to show you one more time. If you tab your way through, it takes you down to the next item. And we can either pick an item that's in here, in this case lighting, and that will come up again. We can go to the next line, add another new item, a service, or we can go back and add a part. And this could be Non-inventory item again means you're just reselling it. This is the cost of the flooring. And in this case, since each cost is independent, whether it's a contractor, auto body, auto repair, and so on, you probably want to leave that price blank so you can put that in. And you can put a base description of something that you will have each time in the description section. The product cost. We save and close it. I'm trying to put 1,000 in there. We'll correct that. You can correct things right in the fly. Now, there is a lot of extra features here when we get into the manage. You can add markups. You can add toggle things off and on that you see on it. Change your colors, how you schedule your invoices, and so on. But in this case, we're adding a product cost, and this is directly being billed to the customer. And in Pennsylvania, when we buy products for a contractor, same thing with different types of businesses, we pay the sales tax when we buy the product, and you just charge the cost to the customer when you actually cost it out. So I will save that. In this case, again, we can look at the email view, the total invoice, what the payer would look like in an email, or actually on their cell phone if you put a cell phone number in. And now we see the detailed invoice. And I'll go back here, send. And under send, under the email, you have to add their email. This is a temporary, it's a fake email. It's a sample client. If you put the cell phone in, it would have been a cell phone option if you have their permission to send it to their cell phone. This is really neat. You can go in here and change your wording. Good way to get those payments out there, get those invoices out so you can receive payments. A customer can technically pay you from their phone, pay you any way they want to pay you, send you a check, and so on. And then we can send the invoice. If it's all fine, and again, you can change all these items, and we are all set to send that invoice out. We'll go right back to our home page, and that will be it for our invoicing show today. Again, if you like the videos, please subscribe. We'll keep putting out more videos. Please comment. Love to hear your comments. Again, this is Steve Resuta showing you more ways to save taxes and increase profits with my favorite tool, QuickBooks Online. Take care. Thank you.